From someone who moved to LA years ago, here are 6 brutally honest facts I wish someone told me prior to moving here. The flakiness factor. That's right, folks. You cannot spell flake without LA. If you're an introvert, congratulations. You can skip past this part of the video altogether. If you're not, and you don't already have existing friends who live here, then brace yourself for some initial loneliness. LA's vibe can be flaky, especially when making new connections. Career goals and the hustle to afford city life keep many of us occupied. The dating scene might feel challenging, unless you're a perfect 10 female model or a dude who resembles Brad Pitt. The city's focus on career goals and the business of its residents contribute to this. LA is just like any other major city. People here are focused on their career goals and making money so they can afford living in this expensive city. They are not looking to make new friends, especially if they were born here and already have family and friends they grew up with. Most people here are usually busy with 1 or 2 jobs as well. LA is a giant sprawled out place with massive issues with high traffic and public transportation system. Traffic is horrible to the extent that we all use time instead of distance as a measurement unit. So don't be asking friends for a lift from LAX. Seriously, save them the hassle of having to come up with some lame excuse to not be there and call yourself an Uber.
I moved from Arizona, where I had a lot of friends, and a lot of them I had known for years, and it honestly has been very tough moving to LA for that reason. I don't have as many girlfriends, and it does take more effort, but I have found that getting to meet new people out here is actually so easy. You can go anywhere, you're at a coffee shop. I was just at the med spa yesterday, and I met this wonderful girl. We connected on Instagram, we go get coffee. So I think you find a lot of people move out here for entrepreneurial reasons and want to, whether it's in the entertainment space or not, they're wanting to start this new chapter. And a lot of it is very entrepreneurial. So I think collaborate. That's how we make friends now. Or it's not necessarily you at your job, at your office, or whatever it is, friends you've known for years. It's we all kind of want to help each other, benefit each other with the things we're really interested in.
Right. So it goes back to finding like-minded people, and they're gonna help you pursue or help each other pursue your dreams.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I think you're just honest and you're vulnerable and you talk to people about what you want, and I think the magic starts to happen.
Right.
And until then, I think being of aid and of service to other creators, other people, it's been very purposeful for me. So if you're still moving out here and not really sure of what you want, helping others do what they are sure they want it's going to bring purpose. And yeah, I felt really good about that, and for those reasons, I love being in LA.
For those who are coming out to LA that are creatives, they will benefit from being here because there's so many like-minded people. That comes with being able to connect with a lot more people than you've had before. My job was military, and that came with a certain like-minded people, but they weren't creative. To get into a deeper aspect of it, I needed to be surrounded by like-minded people, or people that are pursuing the same passion as me. And I love that. You could feel like you're just another actor out here, but it really does feel like this is where we belong, and this is where we feel most loved. Even creating on the streets, I probably wouldn't have done that in the areas that I was at before, because it just wasn't a part of the culture.
Strategic living. Wondering where to live? Proximity matters. You gotta be super strategic about where you wanna live. First, if you already have friends or relatives here, then I highly recommend moving near them. Trust me, there are friends I haven't seen in months just because they live crazy far. Living in cities near highway interchange like Glendale or Burbank can save you time dealing with inner city traffic. Parking could also be a nightmare, so definitely try to avoid renting apartments with street parking only. And since traffic woes are real, you certainly want to consider a fuel-efficient car for the sprawling city. The last thing you need is to be spending your hard-earned money on gas every other day, and it ain't cheap either. The Valley area is also becoming attractive post-pandemic due to remote work flexibility, cheaper rent with plenty of parking spaces. Depending on your profession, of course, there are more work-from-home jobs than ever. If you're an actor, many auditions now, not all, are also done remotely. Now, I have to warn you, especially if you're not driving, beware of living near metro stations. They are becoming hotspots for the homeless population. This is why the safest neighborhoods in LA are usually the ones far away from public trans spots.
For all the girls moving out to LA, I would say prioritize safety. Walk around your neighborhood first before you move into it, and just get the feeling. Your body will tell you if it feels safe or not safe. And I didn't realize that until I moved into a place that I didn't pick out. And the neighborhood was great, but I did get that feeling in my body where I've recognized the importance of safety.
Wherever you come from, there's someone just like you here. And I love that. I love that part of being in LA. It's diverse.
Public transport dilemma. LA's public transit isn't like New York's. It is less used for daily commutes, and the homeless population often dominates. But why? If you ever wonder why LA has one of the worst traffic congestions in the country, it is because LA is too spread out and almost impossible to cover. So the metro system can only cover most of the major parts of the city. It is nearly useless unless your destination is right next to that metro stop, which is rare. A car is a necessity, especially for your safety in certain areas. Metro can be sketchy, particularly in places like Hollywood and Koreatown, so personal transportation is a key. In another word, you need a car. If you do not have one, then start saving up. And this brings me to my next point. Finances. Save up. I highly recommend aiming for a year's rent income. Having a car is vital, especially if you plan on working in the entertainment industry, or if you want to be an actor and you want to have a flexible schedule. Having a car will allow you to utilize it as well for delivery or rideshare gigs and make money on the side. Unlike any other major city, LA is considerably expensive city. Surprise! LA's expense earns it the nickname the Sunshine Tax. Speaking of taxes, brace yourself for the hefty sales and income taxes. By the way, you really don't have to shop at Erewhon. There are plenty of Trader Joe's and Whole Foods around. And if you are tight on cash, there are plenty of 99-cent stores as well. Homelessness reality. LA's fabulous year-round sunshine comes with a challenging counterpart. A rising homeless population moving from other states seeking refuge in its climate. Unfortunately, as the homeless population grows, so does the potential danger, especially at night. You gotta avoid living close to metro stations due to increased crime and vandalism. And despite the city's many attractions, the effort to address the homelessness remain a complex challenge, and residents often find themselves dealing with the consequences of this dark reality in their daily lives. Beyond Hollywood. While the Hollywood sign, the Walk of Fame, and Beverly Hills may be the face of LA in the spotlight, there is so much more beyond the glitz and glamour. Within 60 to 90 minutes radius from your doorsteps, LA unfolds into a diverse landscape offering much more than the stereotypical scenes often portrayed in movies and on social media. From the allure of Malibu's beautiful beaches and the excitement of Disneyland to the magical escape of Big Bear snow resorts and Catalina Island's fantasy getaways. LA caters to a spectrum of interests, whether it's hiking, exploring vibrant neighborhoods, surfing, shopping, or enjoying a sophisticated wine tasting experience. The beauty of LA lies not just in an entertainment industry, but in its accessibility to a countless number of experiences, making it a true melting pot. People from all corners of the globe move here, creating a dynamic and a competitive environment. To survive here, you gotta be willing to hustle harder and explore multiple avenues. In LA, success goes beyond just a college degree. It is about being adventurous, adapting, and seeing lots of opportunities that stretch far beyond the Hollywood sign. LA isn't just a city, it's an invitation to explore, thrive, and make the most out of your abilities.